if someone is going to finish this call and go back to an environment where they are probably going to get interrupted, what is the likelihood that if we hadn't closed the deal on the first call, that she's going to get off that call and start thinking about objection handling herself, following up with me, doing anything like that? Very, very, very slim. So straight away, I'm thinking, if it's a fit for this prospect, I better fucking close this deal while she's on the phone. Because the moment she gets off the phone, she's going back to reality. Interrupted, busy, things going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's because she's uncomfortable having the conversation in front of people. All I do know is that she's in a place where she doesn't really have much alone time to do what's important to her, that she has to leave the place in order to get that opportunity. That's a big deal, guys. Because what are we actually selling someone on the phone? Your product and service? No. We're selling them thinking through things in a different way and therefore deciding things in a different way. The ability for someone to think through things in a different way and do something different with them is very much predicated on, do they even have the mental bandwidth to think things through? I'm not selling someone. I'm not just bringing them to a call, having a bit of a chit chat with them and saying, right, this is our product, here's the price. No, I'm actually needing someone to solve their own problems during this hour. Anybody ever heard the phrase on, the lights are on, but nobody's home? Well, I don't want this woman to be in that situation where we're on the phone call, but she's thinking about whatever else is going to interrupt her. Now, look at how professional and caring and beneficial to the sale it would be if I turned around and do this. Okay, just curious, what was it that could have interrupted you? Blank, blank, blank. I'm not going to give examples. I say, okay, any particular reason that could have interrupted you? Blank, blank, blank. She says, why? I then say, oh, interesting. Are you in a place where we can actually spend the time for an hour with you being 100% present and diving very deep into your love life and, you know, what you've got going on, what you want to accomplish? Or is it better if we reschedule for a later time or another day when I really appreciate that you've actually physically moved out of the house, but maybe mentally you have more bandwidth? She can turn around and say yes or no. Let's go down the scenario. She says, actually, Ian, if I'm Ian, that would be really appreciated. What happens? Number one, I now get the call on the calendar at another date where the probability of it closing is much higher. In other words, I didn't burn the lead. Number two, which is for the prospect's benefit, by the way, if they actually need to be on this call and they're trying to be on the call, but mentally their lights are on, but nobody's home, I'm not serving the prospect by just trying to, or consciously or unconsciously ignoring what she just said. Second thing, if she then reschedules with me for a different time, how much does she trust me now that, number one, I heard what she said, number two, I cared about what she said, and then number three, I didn't pressure her to stay on the call. I was like, you know what? I don't need you to be here right now today. I want you to be here when we can actually try and solve this. She now hops on a follow-up call, which is not a follow-up, it's a reschedule for a different time. And she's like, wow, I already feel good. I already feel like I like this person and they care and they want to help me. So there's so many layers to this, guys, that you're not even thinking through. And this is how, instead of trying to focus on how do I close the one sale in front of me, having a much larger, broader mental model and philosophy, which is how do I be a better human being as a closer? And what ends up happening is you close more deals on the one call close. You close more deals on a reschedule. You close more deals because more people turn up because you're now emitting an energy, which is, I give a fuck about people. The more you're aware of these things and present, the more everything in your life is just going to start conspiring in your favor. Does that all make sense? How many deals have you already lost this week that you could have closed but didn't because you were out of state? I'm not a fan of sales hacks, but if there was one thing you could do before your next sales call to raise your closing percentage, it's using my patented pre-call checklist. Imagine taking just 60 seconds to read 5 to 7 personalized bullet points on a piece of paper, and as unbelievable as it may sound, puts you into the optimal state to access your highest sales skills on every call. That's the pre-call checklist. I'm going to show you how to create your own,
All you need is a piece of paper and to go through the training that I'm going to give you. Thousands of salespeople have used this framework to close more deals, and you can have your own for free. No strings attached, in a matter of minutes. Click the link below this video, enter your email, and grab it right now.